Hello everybody, today we are going to do quadratic formulas. It is our last method on solving quadratics, so let's go ahead and get started. So the quadratic formula is right here, so I'm not even going to try. So far we've solved quadratics by graphing and by factoring. The final method is quadratic formula. This is the formula, it will be on your formula sheet. So the first step is we put it in standard form, we figure out what A, B, and C are, plug it in. This plus minus symbol means that you do it once with a plus sign, you do it once with a minus sign, and those are your two solutions. Okay? Now, worst case scenario, like a zero solution would look like when you have a negative under the radical. One solution would just be when you do a plus and minus, you get the same thing. Okay? So, example 1. We have this. We have to put it in the standard form, so we subtract 12 from both sides. So now we have x squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. So that's our standard form. Our a is 1. Our b is also 1. And our c is negative 12. So I just list them out so I can keep them straight. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and plug it into this formula. So I go ahead and plug it all in. It looks like this. Make sure you are using parentheses. They are going to make a big deal in this whole thing. Okay. So we go ahead and use it, we plug it in, and then I'm just going to go ahead and simplify. So this is just going to be negative 1. I'm going to square this, and I'm going to multiply the 4 times 1. So I now have 1 minus 4 over negative 12, or negative 4 minus times negative 12 all over 2, because I just multiplied it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish multiplying in here. And it's over here, actually. So that gives me 1 plus 48 inside the radical. Well, 1 plus 48, go ahead and do your group, gives you 49. Square root of 49 is 7. So I have negative 1 plus 7, or minus 7 over 2 will give me my two x's. So I just go ahead and write it out as separate ones. Negative 1 plus 7 over 2 gives me 6 over 2, which simplifies to 3. Negative 1 minus 7 over 2 gives me negative 8 over 2, which is negative 4. So my two x values are 3 and negative 4. And that's it. Okay? So I'm just going to keep this off to the side. It won't stay off to the side, I promise. So yeah, that's all we do. So you guys are going to try 2 on your own. So the first one I set up for you, like I want you to fill in standard form, A, B, and C and all that stuff. Second one, I didn't. Because you have to be able to do that on your own. Okay? So try that on your own. Next thing is discriminant. So discriminant is a way we can tell if it has 2, 1, or 0 solutions. Sometimes you might want to know that before you actually find out how many there are, and we use the discriminant. So the discriminant is the stuff under the radical, the b squared minus 4ac. So you just need that. If it is less than 0, it has 0 real solutions. Now, yes, there are something called imaginary, but that is an algebra 2 thing. We are only dealing with real. So if it's less than 0, 0 solutions. If it's equal to 0, 1 solution. Greater than 0, 2 solutions. Okay? And this, it won't be given to you like this doesn't, on the formula sheet, it doesn't say discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. Instead, you will have the quadratic formula on your formula sheet. So you just need to remember that it is under the radical. Now, if you notice the negative b over 2a, the other part of the formula, that's your line of symmetry. So basically your quadratic formula is made up of your discriminant and your line of symmetry. Okay? And then we'll go ahead and try a couple examples. So finding the number of x-intercepts. Ooh, and of course I'm getting a phone call. So we just go ahead and set it up like it was. This is already in standard form. So our A is 4, B is negative 12, and C is 9. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that into b squared minus 4ac. So I have negative 12 being squared minus 4 times 9. So negative 12 squared is 144. Then I do 4 times 4 gives me 16. Then I can do 16 times 9. Gives me 144 minus 144 equals 0. So the discriminant is equal to 0, means I only have one solution. So sometimes the questions will just ask you, how many solutions does it have? And instead of having to graph it, which could take some time, you can just throw it in the discriminant, see how many you get. Okay, so you're going to try one on your own. And then the other kind, it says find the discriminant of the equation and give the number and types of solution. Blah, blah. We're just doing the discriminant. We find out what the number is for the discriminant, and then what that means about the solution. So that's what we're doing. So basically I'm trying to get it in standard form first, so subtract 1 from both sides. And then I figure out what A, B, and C are. So, oh wait, it might help if I tell you what. Here's what it looks like in standard form. So A is 3, B is -5, and C is -1. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in the formula, and then go ahead and simplify. So -5 squared is 25. 4 times 3 gives me 12. -12 times -1 gives me +12. 25 plus 12 is 37. So that's my discriminant. And then I go ahead and figure it out. So that's greater than 0. So that means I have 2 solutions, 2 real solutions. Okay? And then you guys are just going to go ahead and do the last try on your own. Remember, you got to get it equal to 0 first. And that's it. That's the video. All right. Bye, guys.